Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday, that weekend is in sight, and we have got our fabulous Super Savers show for you guys. It is back. We have got up to 50% off some of your essentials. We've chucked a few treats and goodies in there as usual. So do jump onto that website and check out all of our fabulous Super Saver goodies. We're so excited. We love a bargain. They do end Wednesday the 1st of February next week. Can you believe it's February next week, guys? That is just insane. January has felt like a million years and 2 minutes at the same time. Let's introduce you to the team today. In the producer's station, we've got the wonderful Emily.
Good morning.
Good morning. And ready to craft up a absolute storm with some of our Super Savers, it is Anne-Marie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good, are you?
Yeah, I'm very excited. This is my first time in demonstration station this year.
This year?
This year,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
I know.
How exciting.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, I am. I was thinking it had been ages since we did this this little
this
combo.
way round.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I've been there a good few times, but this is my first time here.
Oh, exciting. And there's some real goodies on today's
Oh my
show.
goodness, there's some fabulous deals.
I know, we can't wait to show you them all. But before we do, let's have a little look at this week's Win It Weekly. What a prize, guys. We've got our Forever Florals Lavender Luxury Topper Collection. What a beauty this kit is. Timed perfectly for those spring and summer makes that are just around the corner. It is filled with obviously lavender and all those beautiful butterflies, lavender honey in here. I mean, just look at this inspiration sheet. That just gives you an idea of the cards that you could be making if you are one of our lucky winners. And we do have 5 this week, which is absolutely incredible. So 8 foiled and die cut toppers, 8 printed cardstock, 8 foiled cardstock as well, and 2 bonus topper sheets could be on their way to you. We need you to like and share, always, and comment on the answer to the following question. Which animal cannot stick out its tongue? Is it A, crocodile, B, a woodpecker, or C, a zebra?
How interesting.
Isn't it?
I mean, do woodpeckers have tongues? Do birds have
I was
tongues?
thinking that as well.
That's information I just don't know.
They don't seem like they do they? But
Maybe it is woodpecker.
maybe.
And they can't do it, so we think they don't have tongues, but actually they just can't stick it out.
That could be true. That
Dunno.
could be very, very true. I'm going to be keeping an eye on some of those answers coming in because I'm quite intrigued. But we are announcing the answer to the question and our winners tomorrow, so do get your answers in. We're going straight in today, aren't we, Emily?
Yep.
Woo! Okay. First up for you guys, we have some of our wonderful Premier Craft tools ready for the new year. I feel like I've seen so many comments lately on the lives that said I'm getting organised this year. I'm getting organised, I'm getting all my stuff sorted, and what better way to do that than with this crafty toolbox at only $9.99, under a tenner for this amazing, incredible clear toolbox so you can see all of your tools in as well. It opens really easy with a nice secure lock lid. The handle obviously does fold up and down for like nice easy storage, and then it opens up. Oh, how wonderful is this?
Fabulous, isn't it?
Absolutely. I love that you get the little tiered storage. You get actually little individual trays to put smaller items. These are great for like little ink pads, little embellishments, charms, anything like that. Obviously you've got really nice deep long sort of grooves for your tools and everything, and then this one is just so deep, isn't it? It's just absolutely incredible. Perfect for like really deep items like little books, topper collections, anything like that you've got in there. You can really be filling this up with all of your crafting goodies and get them all sorted and organised. And like I say, it just folds up, clasps the lock, and it's really, really easy to just pop away. Anne-Marie, you've brought yours in today, haven't you?
I mean, it goes everywhere with me.
It does.
You know, it is well loved and well used, but it is absolutely jam-packed with so many goodies. I mean, you can see from
It
the
really
size.
is.
It's really jam-packed. There is absolutely loads in here. I've got my foam pads in here, got my tape, scissors, punches, my 3-in-1 die brush. I've got glues in here.
Wow.
You know, ribbons, pens, ink pads, you name it, it's kind of in here.
Yeah.
I love all these little bits and pieces for popping like my little foam blenders in, and my tools, my clear blocks,
Yeah.
my glue sticks. You know, you can see how kind of deep you can go with these as well, because we've got our kind of spray bottle in there as well. So even though these trays are quite shallow, you can still get a little bit of height in them. So they're really, really useful. And again, these ones are great. You can as well get some deeper things on the top here. That's too deep, Anne-Marie, don't be silly. But you can see you've got that little bit of depth there with the lid when that goes in.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, just perfect for just throwing everything in.
Oh, 100%.
It's nice to have a bit of a clear out every now and again.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, mine could do with a clear out. I mean, look, I've got a little gingerbread die here. I mean, how long has he been in here now?
Oh, what a cutie.
You know, he's from the Christmas magazine.
Oops.
You know, so it does, you know, have a clear out every now and again.
Absolutely, but that's the thing with these. Like, you can honestly just put so much into them. And, you know, it's so great if you craft in more than one space as well. You know, like you go to telly and then you craft here, you're taking it into Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, if you guys are like crafting upstairs, downstairs, in the back room, in the conservatory in the summertime, obviously you can just lift this handle up and you're just good to go. And because you can get your tapes, your glues, your foam pads, you'd really only need like your kit and your card blank that wouldn't fit in here.
Exactly.
So an amazing, amazing price. We also have our wonderful Premier Craft Tools cutting mats. Now we've got quite a few of these. Let's start with the big one, shall we? This is the one that you guys always see on our show. This is our A3 cutting mat. It is just the most wonderful material. It is self-healing, and it is also double-sided as well. Let's get it the right way around. Absolutely on point branded with our hunky dory purple. We absolutely love it. So you get metric on this side with your cross and centre point for really easy like measuring and anything like that's a little bit funky that you need that centre point for, maybe box making and funky folds. And then on the other side we do have our inches, our imperial measurements there. You get a full grid of the card bases here, so your 7x7, 8x8, A5, and then it goes right down to your sort of 4x4 and 5x5 size there as well. Really, really wonderful to fussy cut on because it does have so much grip. I mean, it's just really, really good. Centre point guides, yeah, I think I've said everything, but yeah, you get all the information about the features of your cutting mat. So it really, really is so wonderful, and you can absolutely kind of go to town on this and put all your inks, your cutting, everything. It does wipe clean really easily, so it is perfect if you do like a little bit of, I don't know, you think even if you're not doing messy crafting, it's very easy to spill a little bit of glue, get a little bit of tape, and it just does clean up really wonderfully. So we have got that one at $8.99. We have got this one as well, our double-sided, all double-sided guys, so it's so handy. We've got our 12x12 one, perfect if you want something a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller. This is our 12x12, but I like that because you can get, like I say, it's still got room for all of those card sizes. I mean, you look at the 8x8, it's still not taking up, you know, anywhere near the whole board. You've still got plenty of room to work around on this one. And again, your measurements on there. This does also fit really neat and tidily into your scoreboard as well. That will just slot in there, just absolutely. Let's move it to the right, Rebecca, come on. Perfect, that just does slot in there, and it does fit nice and snug as well, doesn't it? It does,
yeah, so it kind of doesn't move side to side, which is brilliant if you are kind of crafting on your lap with it or on the go.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely. And then finally, we have a wonderful, cute little mini one. At $3.99, what an absolute bargain, guys.
That is, isn't it?
I mean, I think I've got 2 or 3 of these like scattered around the house because they're just so neat and tidy. Like you say, they are dinky. They'll fit in a nice little backpack or your craft trolleys, behind the back of the sofa, in a drawer or cupboard perfectly. So nice for crafting on the go. Again, this does fit, just like I showed with the other one, it does fit in the mini scoreboard in the same way if you do want to, like you say, craft on the go, on your lap, etc., in front of the television. It is just perfect. So that's £3.99 for that one. Oh, we have got some goodies to show you now. What a deal. And Anne-Marie is going to be crafting with these for us today. We have got our book of toppers on at buy one, get one free. And we've got so many designs to choose from. You are just going to be in heaven with these. Like, I mean, just look how many we've got today for you. So we're going to show some of these off. We've got our Clockwork Emporium. We've got our Twilight Kingdom here. We've got our Midnight Garden. This one's absolute stunning. We've got our Animal Kingdom here as well. We've got our Country Cottages, those beautiful chocolate box cottages that you see in the towns and villages here. And then finally we have got our Hobbies for Him, just a perfect one for masculine makes. The packaging is to die for. It's gorgeous. Look how pretty these are going to sit on your shelves. They are like a little library for you. They're so cute. Accent foiling on the cover, not necessary, but adds that luxurious finish.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it really does.
Just makes them look even more stylish and glamorous. And like I say, you open these books, these little volumes, and you get all of your toppers inside here. You get a full guide on the back, which is really handy. But how cute are these? You just literally pop them out. They're all die cut for you. Some of them have got accent corners on with them, and such a range of imagery on this one. This is, like I say, our Hobbies for Him. So you've got the football, you've got the sort of man cave there with the leather couch, the electric guitar, the dartboard, the pool table. Really cool, that one. Again, we've got the Formula One car there. Really fun. So perfect for younger and older gentlemen, this one. Like I say, you can really just absolutely really treat the special men in your life to a really nice card with some of these, and they're so easy. Absolutely, again, another one that's perfect for crafting on the go, because they're a really handy size to pop in a handbag or a little crafty bag, whatever you've got, and craft on the go. Again, that one's perfect as well. I'm thinking an 18th or a 21st with the wee dram and the little headphones. Absolutely wonderful there. You've got the vintage car in the garage, absolutely perfect. And again, the tool shed there. I just love these scenes. There's just so much detail in them, guys. And then again, we've got plenty from our sort of Animal Kingdom with all those wonderful wildlife scenes there for you. Absolutely amazing. All foiled, mixture of silver and gold, this one. So you can choose whichever one takes your fancy. And like I say, don't just buy one, buy two. They are buy one, get one free. Absolutely incredible. Look at these cottages. They're so cute. They're just like a postcard. Absolutely love them. So we've got 6 left to choose from, and I just absolutely love these. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, perfect. Shall we show you? Oh my goodness, this is the one that we're so excited for. I'm going to try and lift all of it. Oh,
it's mega.
It's mega. We have got our Miri Mega Buy, guys. Is this the whole? You get the whole thing.
What? Wow.
So you can buy them separately, or you can buy this huge wad of Miri for
240 sheets. Wow.
And it's a beast, isn't it? It's pretty heavy. It's pretty substantial.
That's going to cost a lot to post.
Oh, for sure. For sure. 80 sheets of each colour in here, of our classic sort of colours. This is our rainbow. I mean, the lights always go crazy. We always have a little bit of a Miri disco going on in here. Our beautiful holographic rainbow one. We have our other one, our silver here, stunning silver. Absolutely gorgeous. If you want any of them on their own in the 80 sheet packs, they're $17.99. So you can be stocking up. If there's just one colour that you're running out of, or you want to have a little top up, maybe you want to buy the Mega Buy and buy just maybe a bit more gold. I tend to find I run out of gold first.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we use gold quite a lot in our foil toppers.
We do. Absolutely, we really do, and it's got all those gorgeous warm tones in as well. And then we've got our absolutely gorgeous glamorous gold there. You can just see how reflective it is. It is our brand name Miri, the one that we know and love. We don't use anything else here at Hunky Dory because this is the best. Perfect full construction. It is that wonderful, is it 200 and I want to say 20 GSM?
Yeah, correct.
Which is perfect for like box making, funky folds, anything like that, steppers, easels, anything that that you've got like that you want to make straight from your mirror, you can do. And you really can when it is this reasonable, guys. But like I say, if you want them all, if you just can't decide and you just want this big wodge of mirror in your life, which you do, it's £44.99, down from £59.97, which makes it out, Emily has worked it out to be approximately 18 pence per sheet.
Wow, that's amazing, isn't it?
What a bargain. 18 pence a sheet for quality brand name mirror. You just cannot go wrong. Okay, it's demo time, guys.
Are we ready?
We are.
Okay, so we are going to use our Book of Toppers Country Cottages
for
this one. And we're going to do a 7x5 card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my trimmer in because we need to do a little bit of trimming as well.
Yeah.
And we're just going to take this extra piece of Ink Me cardstock and I'm going to cut it to 5 that way. And I'm going to cut it to 9 this way. So I made this kind of style of card at Hobby Maker the other day and I really, really liked it. Okay. So I was like, well, we'll do similar style but slightly different size. So we've got that and we've got our 7x5 card blank as well. So now we need to bring our scoreboard in.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
And on our inches side, let me just make some space so I can get this in. I feel like I'm just enclosing myself. You know when you just end up working in a tiny little space? Yeah. So we're going to score the front of our 7x5 card blank at 2.5.
Yeah.
And then we're going to take this piece that we cut to 5x9 and we're going to score it at 3 and we're going to score it at 6. So what that's going to give us when we fold this up is like a little bit of a concertina, like this. And then when we do the fold back on here, these are going to kind of come together like this. So it just gives us a little bit of a different kind of card. I'm sure it has a name, but it's what we're going with.
I love it. I love it already. I love the, I don't know, so much potential you can do with that for your layering, your mats and layers, where you can put your toppers.
Yeah, 100%. So then we're going to bring in some of our Miri Essential, of course. Because we kind of need to decorate the inside of here. So first of all, I'm going to trim this to 7 because obviously we'll come under 7 actually. We'll do 6 3/4. And then I'm going to do, got stuck then, 4 3/4 to do our first kind of mat and layer. And then we need to do 2 at 2 1/4.
Amazing.
So we'll do that and then that. So these will sit onto these panels here. So obviously if you've got some pattern cardstock, you could use that as your base. If you want. So obviously I did this with Craft on Tuesday, so we didn't need to kind of think about decorating the base as such. But then we're going to bring in some of these gorgeous
I'm excited for
cardstocks. Now I wasn't sure. I'm definitely going to use that one as like kind of my almost plain, if you will. Yeah. But then I wasn't sure about either of these ones. I was kind of torn with this one, I think there's like the pink.
There's a bit of pink in that sky as well, isn't there?
Yeah, and it came with a pink background in the actual topper. So I think this is the one we're going to go for. So we're going to do, I think we'll do the background with the quite crazy one. Yeah. So again, we need to trim this to the right size. So because we did this 6 3/4, I'm actually going to go down to, let's come 3 notches under. So that way, so we did 4 3/4, so come down by 3. And that will just give us quite a nice chunky little edge. Yeah. Obviously when you're doing your matting and layering, it is personal preference, isn't it, on what you prefer. We did these at 2 1/4, so this would come down just over 2. You might prefer something a little bit skinnier, you might prefer something a little bit chunkier, and I find it does vary depending on what I'm making as well. Sometimes it can be that actually I want something really chunky because I want to show off the Miri, or I want to do something really skinny because I just want that kind of like little hint. So it does vary. Let me just double check what we did that to. Forgetting my measurements already. There we go. And then we did 2 1/4. So there. Okay, so that's our mats and layers for that section. And then for our middle section here, I'm going to use the hearts for this. So again, if it was landscape, we could absolutely use it as the actual base itself, but because all of these are portrait, we are going to have to do some more matting and layering. So a little bit more gold mirror. Let me just grab this here, and again I'm going to trim this to 4 3/4, because obviously we did that at 5, and 2 3/4, because we scored at 3. So that'll just give us those little sections.
Yeah, definitely.
To mat and layer on too.
Yeah, we absolutely love our mirror formatting and layering. You will see us do it all the time.
It's essential.
It really is. It really does give your cards those kind of like really luxurious feel. Again, it's just something really nice to offset your cardstock or your pattern papers from, and as well, it obviously does match the foiling that we use in our book of toppers, in our topper collections. So it really is such a great kind of partner to use with it. But I do love this one as well. This is our adorable scoreable, like our seasonal style
selection, wasn't it?
Seasonal selection, yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Okay, so I think that's all of our cutting, all of our trimming, all of our scoring. Let's get sticking now.
Perfect.
So we are going to use tape, but I'll be as quick as I can. I should have done some cutting and sticking while you were chattering, shouldn't I?
Do not worry. It's a nice treat to just I don't know, like watch matting and layering, because sometimes we do this bit ahead of time, assuming everyone is pretty cool with it. But yeah, it is nice to be shown all our matting and layering. Thanks everybody for joining us, by the way, guys. All Things Leslie on YouTube says I need the Clockwork Emporium one.
Oh, it's so nice, isn't it?
So cute with that like really steampunk-esque feel. You've got all the
so
cogs.
many cool images in there, isn't there?
Really, really cool and different. Really, really fun. Nice to Us says on YouTube, I spent last weekend making cards for my book of toppers. They are
yay!
One of those things you can always reach for.
You can always just fall back on them as like a quick card, something a little bit fancy if you want them to be. You know, there's just loads you can do with them.
Yeah, so much you can do with them. Susan Dodd says, well, I didn't know my 12 by 12 mat fit in my scoreboard. This is good info.
Wow. See, we think people know, don't we? And
this is it.
Yeah.
I know, we do. And it really is just incredible. I mean, Pammy says, hey everyone, my 12 by 12 park's right in my scoreboard and I couldn't fussy cut without it. It's a game changer.
Yeah, it is. Definitely. So just using our die brush just to get those backs off our tape and just lay those down to get those nice chunky edges all the way around. If you prefer to use a wet glue, personally I don't like to use my construction glue when I'm going onto mirror.
Yeah, me neither.
Because it can kind of peel off when it's dry. But if you wanted a little bit of wiggle room, you could use, I know we don't dare say the words, but your purple glue stick.
Oh yeah.
To kind of give you that wiggle room, but obviously once that's dry, your double-sided tape will actually be the stick.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can use them like both in harmony.
Yeah.
And these are looking so great.
They're so pretty, aren't they? And they're just going to work so nicely together.
It really just matting and layering onto that mirror, it really does make a massive
Doesn't
difference.
It?
Yeah.
It really does. And you know, I think if actually I quite like the white. I was going to say if you wanted to, you could kind of ink the edges of your white to kind of give it a bit more of a distressed look, but I actually quite like that pop of white with something like this.
I think so too, especially because you've got the white on the flowers and the hearts. Like, it actually does look really, really good.
Obviously you could use your plain adorable scoreable colours as well. You could pick out a colour to do your base kind of scoring if you wanted to.
Yeah, and again, a lot of people do like to just use it for the mats and layers, but again, you can go straight from your mirror as well.
Yeah.
And make this fold using that. So many different options.
So then we can just layer these onto here. So I found, because obviously we've got lots of scores in here, giving yourself that nice chunky edge all the way around, just make sure that it all folds properly. Because if we come too close to those scores and those folds, it kind of won't fold flat. It will almost like, I don't know, it just doesn't it doesn't close properly. So it is worth just leaving that little gap all the way around. And it sounds like loads, doesn't it, when you're doing it like 1/4 of an inch, but when you actually see it all the way round, it's not that big a space.
No. And it like I say, it looks great, really like ties in with those like white, like vintage hearts.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So just give everything a good score now, because we didn't really do that before, like a good burnish.
Yeah. Oh, we've got so many. Claire Alcock says, what patterns are these from? They're really pretty. It is our adorable scoreable seasonal selection spring. Emily, thank you so much for popping the code up on that. $14.99 for 48 sheets, 16 different designs, 3 of each, and it really is one of those.
There's so many. I'll show you in a sec, like some of the patterns we've got here, because there's so many to choose from.
There's everything as well. You've got masculine patterns, feminine, unisex, different colours, different feels. Yeah, 100%. So if you do want that, you can use that code on the screen now for that.
Okay, so we're going to stick this in now, and what you want to do is, because if we just stick that kind of anywhere, we might not be able to kind of attach these two up and fold it back down. So you kind of hold it so that this bit's open and pop that section of your card in, and then just position this where you want it to be, because you want it to kind of sit central.
Yeah.
And then just kind of press that down so we know that that's stuck. And then we can just go ahead over here now and add some tape. There, we can get 2 strips in and there to attach those pieces together. So just take and then just fold that down as well, and then you get that kind of like lift action. So it kind of does it for you. It's so nice and easy. And then let's grab our topper, because that is just going to sit onto the front of here, and I'm going to bring it kind of off the edge slightly so that we can see some of that gorgeous pattern still behind it.
Yeah, I think now that you've made this card as well, Anne-Marie, I think these patterns, they're just perfect, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. And then we could just do with, do we have like a trimmy? I've got one here, but it's silver.
Oh, okay.
And you know I can't.
No,
do
no,
that.
we're not
Or
deviating.
a Perfect Versus pad.
We should do.
Either of those would be fabulous, just so that we've got something a little bit of a chunkier sentiment.
Yeah, we can go and find you something.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we'll pop that on there, and then we're going to go in with one of our sentiments from our essential book as well. So let's just find, because we can go with so many colours here, because obviously we've got the pinks, we've got the kind of creamy colours, we could go white if we need to, but obviously we do want that gold foil, so we could definitely go with that pink if we wanted. So I'll just keep that one in mind. Obviously we've got the whites.
I had a feeling you'd need a sentiment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to put one of these on as well, but just something a little bit chunkier.
Just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
Shall I put them here for
Thank
you?
you.
Are you okay there?
Let me just see.
Oh, I've missed this. Are we going in with our essential book of sentiments?
Yeah, we're going to go in with this as well, but I wanted something little and something chunky, you know. And then we've got this kind of cream as well. So we're torn. We've got the pink, which actually works, but then we've also got the cream as well.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh,
what do you think? I think I might go cream.
Yeah, I think the cream, a little bit more subdued.
I'm gonna go
heart as well.
I know, I'm going to go just for you. I'm going to keep it quite. Oh, there's Happy Retirement though as well. Let me take that one out as well. See what we get in our in here. So this one, it's Special Moments. Oh, we could do Retirement, and we could do Good Luck on Your New Journeys.
Oh yeah.
Your new journeys are only just beginning. So let's get that. Today's a good day for champagne. That sounds miles more fun though. Or is that going to be a bit too wide? No, it's not going to be too wide because this is 3, isn't it? Let's take it out.
We can give it a go.
Let's have a look. But then I'm also, let me have a look at this one in here, because there's that.
Yeah, there'll be one, and obviously you can chop those are a little bit slimmer, aren't they?
because that one's quite nice for like retirement, isn't it? Turn the page.
Yeah.
Your next chapter is going to be amazing.
I like that because I think there's so many, like you say, it works perfectly for a retirement card, but it also works perfectly for, I don't know, a new job,
Yeah.
you're leaving to have a baby,
Yeah, anything.
graduation. I just love how universal these verses are.
So I'm just going to cut this quite tight. So let me just see what kind of measurement this is now, so that we can pop a little bit of mirror behind here.
Amazing. Lizzie says, I am a new crafter. Welcome.
Oh,
Welcome. Made 2 cards with the heartfelt kit last week. What a great one to start with.
Definitely. That is an amazing one.
And they turned out great.
Yay.
I've got some more pound shop goodies came today and I can't wait to do some more. I am getting the bug. It's hard not to, isn't it?
Yeah, it is hard not to. And I'm not going to lie, it's seriously addictive. It should come with some kind of warning, but you know what? There's worse things to spend your money on.
There really is, absolutely.
And it just makes you so happy, doesn't it?
Yeah, crafting is the key to happiness.
So then we can just...
Oh, and she loves our shows as well. You can stay for us, Liz.
Yeah,
we love this.
You can stay. This is fine. Let's grab... So because this is a little wider, we're going to kind of put this out as well a little bit. Because we can. There's no rules.
Again, it just brings in that white again, this perfect verse, doesn't it?
So we can kind of bring that out to the side a little bit there. And then let's put our happy retirement on. Look at the mess I've made already. Seriously.
This is the best kind of crafting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I might go up there actually.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, bit different. Ooh.
All the choices.
Everywhere you put it, I'm like, oh, it looks good there, it looks good there.
Yeah, there we go. Wonderful.
Oh, that looks gorgeous.
Clear some of the rubbish.
Absolutely stunning.
It's fab. It's such a cool little card. But yeah, I love it.
I absolutely love it, and yeah, it's tied together so perfectly. That gorgeous country cottage topper there, and like I said, they are buy one get one free. That's absolutely incredible, isn't it? So good. Right, are we ready for part 2 of our show? Oh my goodness, you can't get more essential than this. What's essential in card making? Cards, and we have got them for you. We have got all our card blanks and envelopes, saving 30% across the range. Now, our card blanks are very special. They are made from Dove White Ink Me, which is just the most beautiful base. It's strong and sturdy. Again, you can be scoring and chopping these to make funky folds, and they will stand the test of time. They really will. They're just absolutely perfect. You can stamp an ink onto these if you want to. That's why they're obviously called Ink Me. Or you can just layer up your mirror mats and your bases and pop a card front on there with all of your toppers on there as well. So they're super universal. They're 300 GSM, which is just a really nice, like I say, strong and sturdy weight. Absolutely gorgeous. Really good weight for your bases. And we have them in so many sizes for you to choose from. So whichever kind of cards you like to do, maybe you like to do a bit of a variety depending on the occasion, we have got you covered. So we have got all sorts here. We've got our 5x5s here, $2.79. These are our absolute bargain of the day ones, our cheapest ones. We've got our DL, which is these really lovely slimline ones. Is this an A5 card in half?
Not quite.
Not quite.
No, I don't think so.
It's like it's really
like a third of an A4.
Ah, I see. It's a third of an A4. Really good one. Perfect for like if you've got any wonderful pattern cardstocks that you just can't chop into because you just don't want to lose any of that detail. This one's a really great one to go with. We've got our A6, our really gorgeous ones. These are perfect for like notelet sets, anything like that, aren't they? A6. We've got our 7x5. This is one of my favourite sizes. We've got our trusty 6x6s. These ones are £3.15, saving £1.35 on here. And then we've got some of our great big ones that we absolutely love. We've got our 7x7s. We've got our A5s. We've got our 8x8s, absolutely gorgeous. If you've got loads of toppers and cardstocks and things that you want to show off, Really, really wonderful card size to use. And then finally, for those extra special makes, we've got our A4 ones. Now these are wonderful because this is the size of the card front, so it will open up, and it is just absolutely wonderful. These are great for, again, like sort of maybe a scrapbook card, or one that you want to put like lots of photographs and memories on, because you have got that wonderful, wonderful room. These ones are should be £7.99. These are now £5.59. So really good if you want to make those special kind of cards. Perfect if they're for like, you know, a wedding or a new baby that you want to put, like maybe you want to put the name, the weight, the height, everything like that, and you want to squeeze all that on, pop a baby photo in, some embellishments. Absolutely amazing. So they are all on our super savers, worth stocking up on, because you're always going to need them. Next up, we have our wonderful craft markers, and Emily has set up this fabulous little pack shot for us. How amazing is that? Look how much you're getting in there. 14 packs of craft markers, always 6 colours in a pack, plus your crafting handbook, which is just an absolute must-have, perfect partner to be starting on your craft marker journey. Reduced from $149.85 to $69.99. Isn't that incredible? Again, it is well worth the investment because you've got every colour you need for every project that you are going to want. You've got pastels in there, brights, neutrals, greens, pinks, darks, your black and greys, so handy. And you really do just, honestly, they just come to life once you start colouring. They're alcohol based, so they're really bright and vibrant. And I've got a few to show you in a bit more detail. So they come in these really handy cartons. You can obviously keep them in here. I like to keep them all in their boxes, but they do also go wonderfully in your caddies and tidies as well, or any of your pen pots. Have we got one open, Em? I don't think we do. But these are all the colours. They've got the numbers on the lids and the shades on the bottom. Now they're worth swatching as well, because sometimes the colours on the packaging, they are as close as you can get, but they'll obviously behave differently depending on what cardstock and what projects you're using with them. We've got our wonderful neutrals, so you can see all those like beiges, this ivory as well is perfect for white, things like snow, ice, anything like that. And then you go right up into that gorgeous rich chocolate there for that one, and your pretty pinks. So you're just going to see, these are your pink selection, but you're just going to see what a variation you're going to get in these. So you get the bubble gum, you get the hot pink, you get the baby pink, the really delicate one. Let me just try and get those into focus for you. The blush pink. Absolutely incredible. They blend beautifully together as well. We absolutely love them here at Hunky Dory. We cannot get enough of our craft markers. Like I say, alcohol based, so they are really bright and vibrant. If you don't want them all, if you've already started your craft marker journey and you've got a few packs of these already and you've fallen in love with them, which we don't blame you, and you just need a little bit of a top up, maybe some have run a little bit dry, or there's a couple that you just didn't get at the time, they are on buy one get one free individually. £9.99 for 12 pens. I'm sorry, what? 83 pence per pen.
That's incredible.
And they are this incredible, amazingly vibrant, double-ended as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think you can buy a rubbishy biro for 83 pence. Never mind.
You can't.
A fabulous Hunky Dory Prism craft marker. Oh my goodness. So they are buy one get one free, so save 50%. Obviously the bundle, you're saving 53% on that and getting 84 pens in total. It's worth having them all just to cover all of your bases on there. Okay, we are going to go over to Anne-Marie, but just before we do, we're going to repeat that Win It Weekly question. 5 winners for this fabulous lavender luxury collection. And we would like to know which animal cannot stick out its tongue. Is it A, crocodile, B, woodpecker, or C, zebra? Get your answers in, and we are going to go across to the demonstration station.
Okay, so I was just going to show you a few of the different kind of techniques you could do with your wonderful pens. Also, do you have the handbook there? Can I just borrow that so I can just show you a little bit
just
around
gently get that off the pack
book
shot
as
for
well
you.
on the overhead? Because obviously I do find with the prism markers, they take a little bit more getting used to.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not that they're harder to use, they're just a little bit maybe not as forgiving as your kind of water-based products, because obviously the water can forgive all sorts of little things, whereas your alcohol markers, kind of like when that ink's down, it's kind of down. So one of the key things, like Bex mentioned, was doing your colour chart. So you can download this off the website, print it out onto some of your Ink Me cardstock, and just colouring all the different colours. And what I find doing that gives you a really good feel for the pen, feel for the ink, how the ink goes down, and how the colours kind of look, because like you say, they can look a little bit different than the actual kind of nib as well. And then one of my favourite things in here as well is our colour combination. So this is the best way that we can kind of blend our colours together. We've kind of put these colour selections together for you, so it makes it a little bit easier. So I am going to take one of these colour combos, and I'm going to go with something that I've not actually picked up yet. We're going to go with the green, so we're going to go 419. This is where we hope I've got all the pens. 419. We're missing 418 already. This isn't a good start, is it?
Oh, it's
421. Oh, 421's here. Let's see if we've got 418 down here, because there are some.
Which one are we looking? 418.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it.
You got it. Yeah.
Just see it there.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm probably not. I've got it. I'm just not looking for the right kind of colour. I do have it.
Oh, you've got it. Oh,
I'm just not
ace.
looking for. I'm not really looking for a bit of a minty green. I'm looking for just kind of this kind of green. So that's why I couldn't see it. So when these go down, obviously you've got the chisel and you have the bullet nib as well. So the bullet nib isn't super fine, but it's a lot finer than your chisel, and it's still perfect for your detail work. And what you'll find is the ink kind of bleeds onto your cardstock quite quickly.
Yeah.
So you don't need to really kind of get into that detail.
No.
You can almost kind of just touch
Yeah.
the card, can't you?
Yeah, it's absolutely, you can just literally lay it down. They're stronger than you think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are, once you learn how they behave, they're so wonderful to use.
Yeah, they really are. So once you've got those kind of three colours down, you want to kind of blend these together then. So I'm going to just swivel my card round, just because I'm right-handed and I prefer to kind of go this way. And I'm going to go back to my mid shade, which was the 418, and I'm going to go back over that, and I'm going to go over that join with our 421, which was our grass. And then I can also bring that grass in a little bit more, and you just kind of work them till you get that kind of seamless finish and that colour build that you're happy with. And then we can go to our 419, which was our lighter shade, and then just take that in as well and blend that. So you always kind of blend your lighter shade into your darker shade, and when you're putting that blend together, like so we did the mid shade into the dark, the light into the mid, and just keep doing it that kind of way. But you can just keep applying this until you're happy with the blend and how that kind of looks. So you don't have to do three colour blending at all. You know, this is just kind of like almost like a given, you know, with like Copics and Pro markers. It was just kind of a thing that there was like kind of three shades and three blends that you could do, but there's just absolutely no rule that you have to do that. You can just do it with one colour if you want to. So you can get your colour down with your one shade and then go back to your areas that you want darker and just keep building that colour up. And the beauty of your alcohol markers is they will kind of just keep layering up and layering up and layering up, and you can see we've already got that blend just by adding a couple of little extra layers onto there. So don't feel that you have to do all these blends if you don't want to, if you're not comfortable, if you'd rather not actually spend that time doing the three colour blend and you just want to go with this kind of look, then that's absolutely fine. Equally, you can just do twos as well. So these two are some of my favourites. So this is 484 and 559. You can add 560 into this mix as well, to kind of make this a three blend. So I'll show it you as kind of threes. So that one is a really nice kind of like aubergine colour. It's lovely.
Oh yeah.
And then our 559 We'll just pop that one in the middle, and that one's like almost like lavender. It's lovely, or a heather kind of shade.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you've got this really kind of soft 484 at the other end of that scale, and you can see, I mean, they've blended quite nicely without even really trying. But if you wanted to just do the two, so you could go with your 484, go with your pale one, and because these are quite close together, these two colours, you can actually blend this one really, really nicely. So just go in with your dark, and then I'm just going to turn it round. Sorry, it's just a bit easier to kind of go this way and almost like push the ink back down with your mid shade, but then keep coming back with your darker shade and just get that kind of layering up. Obviously it's not as easy to kind of always do it like this either, because you might not have that bigger space that you're colouring in. You might only have a tiny little space. So like, let's go to one of our balloons, because you might only have this kind of like, which one's what's this one? Let's go back to my 484. You might only have this kind of teeny tiny space to be colouring in, so you can kind of go in with your chisel here. And what you want to do, if you want an area that you want to keep really light, kind of keep it white, so don't add any colour there at the moment, then go in with our dark one. I'm going to go to my bullet point now. Obviously we're coming in with a little bit more detail now, and you can still bring that round quite a lot there, just layering up that colour. And then we'll go back with our paler shade and just blend that join in there with your 484, and then I'm going to go over the whole thing with my chisel now, including that white space, because what that will do is give us a really light kind of area as well, so it kind of adds to that blend and makes it even easier. And just work that out a little bit as well. So when you're stamping with your alcohol pens, you do need to use a Memento ink pad.
Yep, you certainly do.
And we use our Ink Me cardstock. So this is actually just a card blank that I've trimmed down. But you can obviously play around with different cardstocks if you want to, but this is just what we have found to be the best. So our Ink Me cardstock is ideal. And then what you'll find is sometimes, because I've applied my colour quite heavy on there, there's a little bit of ink kind of bleeding out. So this is where your colourless blender can come into its own. Now, it's called a blender and you would think, perfect, it's going to blend my colours for me. It actually doesn't do that job. What it actually does is it kind of pushes the colour around. So what we can do is, if I'm just going to bring it up and show you really close so you can see where the inks come out. Okay, and then I'm going to push this in. And I'm going to take my blender and I'm going to kind of push back towards the image.
Oh, Heather Porter says, love the markers. Donna McMillan says, so glad I got these pens. Love them. They are so easy to use and they blend well. Claire Alcock says, I love how they blend together too. You know, obviously you guys are our biggest testimonial. The fact that you guys love them means so much more than us saying they're fabulous. So if you've been on the fence with these or have been thinking about it, honestly, just do treat yourself, because you will absolutely love them. And it really is one of those hobbies that is just so mindful.
Yeah, it is. You could lose hours.
Yeah.
Absolutely hours.
Absolutely.
So this is still wet. The alcohol's not evaporated yet because you can still see that edge of the pen. But what it's done is to kind of push that ink back in. So if you're doing a project, what I would do is wait for the whole thing to dry and then push any bits that are still a little bit kind of peeking out back into your artwork. With the same kind of idea, what you can do as well is add some highlights with this. So we can kind of go in where the light would be shining on the balloon and add that little kind of highlight.
Oh, I love that.
And what this does is it kind of bleaches the cardstock out. It kind of pushes the ink away. So you can see it's creating like a darker kind of ring around the space that we're colouring in, and it kind of pushes the ink back out, but it can add that kind of highlight effect. Equally, you can do your own kind of backgrounds and things. So we've done this loads, but you can do like little brick backgrounds. So the longer that you hold it on, the more that ink kind of disperses out as well. So if we do one there that's kind of quicker, you can see it's not as not as kind of bleached, if you will.
Oh, that's cool.
But you can do like kind of little brick effects, you know, you can do things like this. You can also do like little polka dots and things like that.
Oh,
can you see
how
that there?
cute. That's
It's cool,
an
isn't
ace
it?
technique.
It's so cool. And it works differently on different colours as well. So let's have a look at how it works on the green, because they do differ, you know, you are going to get it reacting completely differently on different colours. So have a play around, try it on all your different shades. Obviously it works really well on like the browns and things to give you that proper kind of brick effect. But yeah, it's not having a huge effect on our dark green there. But it is such a cool little technique that's so quick and so easy. But you can also do like little circles. You can just keep kind of colouring these little circles in, making like little backgrounds. You could do like little polka dots. You know, there's absolutely loads of little techniques you could try with the blender.
Oh, that's so cute.
These are the pens that you really do need to kind of have a play with.
Yep.
You really do. Another thing that's really quite cool with them as well, let's go back to our 484 and get our 560, is you can kind of pick up some of the other colour on them. So I'm going in with like the darker pen onto the nib of my paler pen, and it should give you, it's not worked as well with that one, it should give you like
bit more of an ombre look.
a bit of an ombre
yeah,
look.
you can like run that across.
There
yeah,
you go.
there
That's
you go.
a bit better. I did it the other day on Hobby Maker with two colours, and I can't remember which ones they were. Let's get something really different. Let's go with a really dark blue and a pale blue. That one's pale. And this looks like it's going to be really vibrant. Yeah, that's going to be better.
Ooh.
So we've got our pale blue. We'll go in with the dark blue on the nib here. And also, don't worry about doing this because it literally just comes off. You can almost like just scribble it off. It's brilliant. So I'm sure this is in the handbook as like a little technique.
Yeah,
but
I think so.
you can just, there we go, that's better. So you can get that kind of two-tone effect with the pen, and then you can just kind of just keep scribbling that out, and you'll find your pen just goes back to its normal shade. They are brilliant. Another top tip for you, I should have made a list because I'm just going off on a tangent now, but when you take the lids off, if you find it difficult to kind of pull them off, if you twist them, they come off so much easier.
They do.
Do you know, if you're forever like this with them, just give them a little twist and they just pop off. It's so easy. And they do obviously have on the barrel which end is the chisel and which is your bullet point. So just always have a little look, because obviously you will find yourself just forever getting the wrong one.
I know. They are so great.
So it's worth having a little look.
Definitely, 100%.
But yeah, there's like so much in the handbook. One of my favourite things as well, because I got to do all the combinations and everything for this handbook, and one of my favourite one was doing skin tone and hair tone.
Yes.
So what we've done here is shown you all the different kind of pens that you need to create to use your different skin tones, but then we've done all the different hairs as well. So it's just really quite cool to, again, just have a play, you know, just try all the different colour combinations, different ways to use the pen as well. So in here there is the, obviously the one colour blending that we've talked about, shading with the 3 markers that we've talked about, and this one blending by flicking. Look at the difference in the image there, just coloured kind of flat, compared to doing that kind of flicking motion to give it more texture. So have a think about what you're colouring in as well, you know, is it going to look better with some texture?
Absolutely.
But there's a kind of transfer in the colours as well. So yeah, it is just one of those pens, one of those colouring mediums that just takes a little bit more time to get used to and a little bit more practice. But once you've kind of got going with them, they are, every time I come back to them to do something like this, they become like my new favourite thing again.
They're great, aren't they? They really are so much fun.
I love them.
I do too. They really are one of our absolute favourites. Okay, we've got a few more bits and pieces to show you. Oh, I'm so excited for these. First up is our acrylic block set, £8.99. 3 different sizes in here, ensuring all of your stamps are covered. Acrylics blocks are really great because they are completely clear. They're obviously in the black packaging here. But it's so great because you can see exactly where you're stamping if you've got clear like polymer stamps. They are so wonderful for that one. You can obviously tilt them around and move them around on your project, so they're really great for those stamped backgrounds that we all love. A little quick sentiment here and there. They are wonderful. So they're £8.99, saving £4 on those ones, 31% off. This is an absolute bargain. I did see this on the website before the show. Our wonderful stamping press is £24.99. That is such a bargain. It's normally £34.99, so saving £10 on that, which again really is incredible. It is just so wonderful. It's got these what are they called? These are like magnetic hinges. These bits, that's how it works.
Yeah, but it's like a lift off, isn't it?
It's a lift off, yeah. It's not like a door hinge or anything like that that's just one way open and close. It really does give you that lift. And obviously you can press down gently if you want a more sort of second generation finish, or again you can really like pop your fingers on here and get your stamps in all of their detail. The great thing about this as well is it allows you to use the magnets, pop your cardstock on there and go back in again. So you'd put your stamp on this front piece here, lift it up and down, back and forth, so you can add more ink if you are stamping, especially great for large stamps. You know, most people would not have an acrylic block this size or even be able to handle one. This stamping press gives you that confidence to do those great big stamps really easily and capture those details, because again on big stamps sometimes if you're using blocks you just think you've covered it and you just, you know, it's really you know, easy to miss a little bit. You can go back in again with this, so easy. And again, the comments that we get on this, they just sell itself, guys. Honestly, everybody absolutely loves him. Never before stampers, people that had said I'm never going to stamp, it's not for me, I'm done, it's, you know, I have been converted by this stamping press. It just really is incredible. These are really handy as well. We've got the magnet, so you do get two with your stamping press, but if you like a little bit of extra, perhaps you're working on a big project that you want one on each corner, or you're just a little bit losing them like me, you'll need a replacement set. So these are £3.99. Like I say, always worth having a little backup in your stash. And then we have got this fabulous Moonstone concept card for you guys as well. The wheel surprise. This is so much fun and it is only £7.50. Absolutely fantastic mechanism, this one. So you get your piece to cut into your cardstock here, your wheel to go underneath, and your little aperture. And what this does is it creates these wonderful cards that you can spin the wheel on here. And it is just fantastic. So we've got two different apertures here. We've got this sort of curvy semicircle one, and then we've got this like kind of bubble full circle. Again, I'll show you the metal on there that you're getting. So much fun as well. And like, this is how they come to life. So you can just spin this little wheel and it'll have a different message or a sentiment or a picture. So have a fun day. Just really cool. You're a winner. And just so much fun for interactive cards, kids cards, anything like that. We've got the happy birthday one here with all that gorgeous fussy cutting detail. And again, you just spin that wheel and then it'll say, oh, it should have said flying by to say, and then you would spin it to say happy birthday. How gorgeous is that? Really fun. And again, it's been layered up, this one, to give it that decoupage and that dimension. Really fun. So the stamp sets that you've seen with some of these card models are just here. These are only £4, and you can use them alone as well as with your wheel surprise stamp sets. Obviously they are made to go together, but there's no reason why you can't use them on your solo projects as well. So we've got the gorgeous little adorable animals there with the little bunny, the little fox, the hedgehog, the mouse, and you get a bubbles and a balloons one there for you. You've got loads of little extra bits and pieces as well, like the cupcakes and the present, everything you need to create some really cute cards. We've got this really fun arcade game that's so cool, a really retro arcade game there, and it's got the little sort of game screen there. You've got the little Space Invaders, so much fun. You've got the driving game there at the bottom, really cool. And again, the typography is just perfect for this, and the sentiments. To my favourite gamer, achievement unlocked, another level complete. You've got that plain scene that we saw with the sort of waving banner there for you, just flying by to say. And obviously all of these sentiments, so you can be filling in that wheel and have a different message every single time. And then we've got our wonderful pick a prize machine. I love these. These are always in the arcade and the supermarket, aren't they? So much fun with all those like little coloured toys in there as well, the little gumball dispensers that you get for them. You're a winner, have a ball, sweet treat for you, and have a fun day. So those are only £4. Absolutely incredible. And like I say, you can just be making so many different cards with these. They're all really fun. Love this one with the little bit of acetate in there. I think this one's just been used solo on there, so you can definitely use them just on your cards as well, with or without that wheel. And again, that cute little animal. Again, a lot of these have been coloured in with those craft markers as well. Really, really good partner for this stamp set. Absolutely gorgeous.
Ready?
Yeah, we are indeed. Sorry, I forgot to introduce you then. Yes,
it's all right.
Over to you.
Okay, we're going to use those stamps, and we are just going to use them kind of standalone, colour them in with our markers. So I'm going to mix two sets.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the kind of balloons, and we're going to use the plain one. So we're going to use that lovely little kind of scene. And we're going to use the balloons, and I think we're going to use the hedgehog. I've just stamped him and he's very, very cute.
That's so cute.
So what I've got is a 6x4 piece of our Ink Me first of all, and I'm going to stamp with our kind of backgroundy scene, if you will. So I love like the little arch we've got on this as well. So it's like a proper little hill scene.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is so cute. So just going in there with our Memento ink pad, and I'm just going to kind of go up to the top here with this one like this. Just get that all nice and pressed down. It's a little tiny smidge bigger than my block, but it actually goes off my page anyway, so I thought it would be okay. So we've got that one there, so let's just pop that one back first of all, and then I'm going to stamp onto another piece of card. So just let me just pop that one out of the way. I'm going to stamp my little hedgehog down here.
Oh,
he's so very cute.
He is
I do
so
like
cute.
the fox as well. I was really torn.
They're all absolutely adorable, gorgeous little animals. A really, really good set to have in your stash. Again, Claire said, I love this concept, cards, dies, spin the wheel. All the cards I've made, the recipients have loved.
I bet.
Your recipients are just going to be like, wow, what is that? I mean, you do not see spin the wheel cards like that in the shops. No. You just don't.
No, you really don't. And then we're going to stamp those balloons as well. So you can either, if you don't want to stamp these together, you can stamp them and cut them out and kind of stick them together so they look like they're together. But we're going to go for it. We're gonna give it a whirl.
I think with these string of balloons as well, and the bubble one that's on like a little wand, is you can always kind of grab a marker or a pen, and if you just missed a tiny little section of that string off, you can kind of go in again.
You can kind of link them up, can't
yeah,
you?
it's
So
really,
if you wanna
really easy.
Keep a little bit of a space to be safe, then yeah, you can just go back in with your markers then. Okay. Think that is done. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fussy cut around these when we colour them out, so we can kind of lay it over this. So he's going to kind of be in front of the scene now. I'm just going to stamp a few of these little teeny tiny clouds as well because they're so cute.
Oh, they're so cute. Just whilst you do that, you're going to love this comment, Anne-Marie. It's from Anne Mould. It's 2 comments actually. Said, I initially got the stamping bug from another crafter, but never had the guts until Hunky Dory released For the Love of Stamps.
Oh, yeah.
Once I saw Anne-Marie stamping, it gave me the extra push I needed.
Oh, amazing.
I love it now and being better by the stamping press.
Oh, fabulous. That's so good to hear.
I know. And she said she just looked so relaxed, made it look so easy. I've had a go and haven't looked back since. So thank you, Anne-Marie.
Oh, you're very welcome. That is wonderful to hear. I'm so pleased. That is just amazing. Okay, we're going to add some colour onto here now. So what I'm going to do is, rather than kind of colour it completely, because obviously this doesn't come all the way down, and I want to keep it quite clean and simple, is I'm just going to go in and kind of colour around the edges, if you will. So I'm going to go in with our 414, which is like our, I think it's called Pistachio. And I'm just going to kind of go around the edges of here, because we want to kind of finish this but not bring it all the way down. You know, we want to kind of just get that,
have that sort of like gentle finish to it.
Yeah. So again, just going, adding a little bit more around the edges and on the edges of here as well. Because what we can do is we can kind of come in with our blender at the end as well, and kind of get that end looking nice and kind of smooth there. And then just going around to the other side. And you know, you don't have to even blend with these if you don't want to. You can kind of just colour. There is no kind of, there are no rules with them. I think there's just always an expectation with alcohol markers. Let me just go to our chisel end here because we've got quite nice.
I know, and I think it's, you know, it's, I think with them, I think a lot of people are intimidated by them and think, you know, they're just for like artist types and, you know, really experienced crafters. And yeah, there's just no reason why you can't just do your solid colouring with them.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just have a look at this colour, 47. We'll go in and use this on our little trees. What you can get with them kind of just colouring in is a really nice, clean, simple look for your kind of cartoon characters like this.
Yeah, definitely.
It really kind of just works. So just going in and just kind of dabbing with that in there. You know, I'm not kind of colouring in everywhere. I'm just kind of dabbing in, because what that will do as well, it will give that a little bit of extra texture. So there's more going on here with these trees. They're a little bit bigger. So we'll go in and colour kind of as normal. And what we can do here is to create a little bit of dimension in these trees is do the ones in the back, we'll go over them and add more colour. So that one's going to look darker, and we'll make this one a bit darker, and also this one at the front. And what that will do is it just gives that a little bit of extra kind of dimension.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to go in and do that one as well, because that one's kind of behind, and that one. And then we just need a little brown for our tree trunks. It's not that one, but that would be a good hedgehog colour, so we'll keep that. Let's have a look at 536.
Sarah White says, I love the markers, they're the best I've ever had. Had some others from a well-known company and was disappointed in them. I will always be loyal to Hunky Dory for my markers now.
That's nice.
That is really nice. We do absolutely love our markers, and I think actually compared to some of the other ones, they are actually really reasonable.
Yeah, they are.
Some of them can be so expensive, and I love that they are at a price point. Obviously they are an investment, but they are at a price point that is quite, you know, comparatively they are quite reasonable. So they are perfect, you know. Again, if you're thinking about them or have seen them from other brands or websites and think, it'd probably be a bit over my budget, these are so great.
Sorry, is my head like completely in the way?
No.
I didn't even think about it then. I'm just like engrossed in my colouring. You've lost me now. So just adding that there. My blue is running out a smidge here. You should store them flat, not upright like I've got mine.
Oh, I
Don't
know.
store them like this.
I do with mine as well. It is terrible. They are definitely best upright.
Because each nib shares the barrel.
Yeah, they do.
So if you store them like that, then the ink can kind of get to either end, whichever end you're going to use, obviously. Let me just check. I got a couple of these blues out, but they were all a little smidge too dark. But we'll just use this one just to kind of highlight some of that movement in that water there. And then our tree trunk brown, again, I'm just going to go along the edges of that grass there to kind of bring that in. And then we need to do our little sunshine.
Oh, we do. You're going to go with a nice sunny yellow.
Yes. Let me just check. Yeah. Do we need to go a bit lighter actually? Let's try 405 and then we can add some darker detail. Yeah.
Gorgeous.
So cute.
And again, you could do this as like a sunset and do like a really deep orange sunshine.
You could, and a really cool like ombre sky.
Definitely.
You absolutely could. And then I'm going to go in with our, let's just check that's not too orange, that'll be fine. We can add that detail. So even though it is a chunkier nib, you can still get that little bit of detail with that as well. And then when it comes to our clouds, so again, I don't want to colour the whole sky in. What I want is like a really pale blue. That's green. It's definitely not what I want.
I think if you've got a 461's quite a good one.
I've got 462. Maybe that's what I need. 461. Is it in here? 451.
That's normally the one that I use for like clear or like clouds. Glasses are great with that.
Nice,
yeah.
So we're just going to use these now to go around like the edges of our clouds. So rather than doing the whole kind of sky, we're just going to use this around the edges. Like this. And this is a really good way of kind of highlighting some of your images as well, like when you've coloured something in, just to give it a bit of something. And then where have I put my clearless blender? There we go. So then we can kind of use this just to kind of push this up a little bit, so it gives us a bit of a softer edge. Okay, and then we need to get to our hedgehog. So I'll just bring him in, and I'm going to go to this green that I said would be a super cute hedgehog colour, 543. And I'm just going to add that colour to him there. Don't want to do all around his face. Get his little hand and his little feet. Oh, and his little ear. His little ear. And then I'm going to get our 402, it's in my hand, just to use around his eyes there, so he doesn't look too, just gives him a little bit of extra. We could bring that down into his tummy a little bit, so it just gives him a little bit of kind of shading on there, but not too much. And then let's see, oh yeah, this is nice. And then we'll use that kind of flicking motion.
Oh, it's perfect for animals, that
technique,
isn't
and kind
it?
of bring it out as well past the print, so it gives it a little bit more of a natural kind of look. So again, we can just go around.
Oh, Faye Beresford Green says, think I need a colouring day. Take some stress
away.
You
do, honestly, it's incredible. I was rather stressed when I came in. I'm feeling rather chill now.
Me too. I think it chilled me out. This has been incredible.
I mean, I have no idea what time it is. We're like properly over, but...
I know, Nat will wonder where we've been.
I know, but we're not bothered.
Oh, it's so much fun though to watch it come to life.
So then just going in the balloons, and we're just going really big, bold colours here. We're going red, yellow and orange, so that we can really kind of bring that colour in. So I'm not worrying too much about kind of shading on here. I'm going to do my orange one and then I'll come back to that yellow one as well. So just around here like this. And then our 513 for our red here up at the top.
Couple of questions. Linda Graham says, what colour pens are the best to start with?
Do you know what? It's hard because they're in colour sets, but there is one or two. I think it's like a pastels,
the darks,
and the
brights. They've got a bit of a mixture in.
They're the ones that have got the mixes in, so they're probably best to start. And then you can do a little bit of one colour blending and kind of build yourself up.
Yeah, I would say definitely those ones. Like I say, it is worth getting them all for your full colour palette.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think if you can just start with one or two, I would definitely, like you say, recommend those kind of mixed packs. Or just have a look online at some projects or some stamp sets that you've got and see what colours you're going to use. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, I've not done the bottoms of my balloons. Forgotten this bit. That wouldn't work, would it?
Carol Rooney says, question, do alcohol markers have a shelf life? I was given some from another company and most of them have dried out. Difficult to say. It does depend on like usage, storage, looking after them. I mean, there's colours that I've got that are definitely like needing a little, maybe a new one or a replacement. But they're just because they're my favourite colours.
Yeah.
And I do kind of use the same ones over and over again.
It's hard
difficult to say.
yeah.
Really difficult to say. I know that's not the most helpful, Carol,
No.
but I did want to address your
Apologies.
question.
Okay, so we've kind of cut around, like cut a straight across with our hedgehog, and then we're going to cut around these balloons. So let's just go all the way around, just leaving a little white edge. Again, because we've got that kind of cartoon feel, we can do that. We don't have to worry too much about being straight up to the kind of edge of the image. We can allow ourselves a little bit of breathing space and have that lovely white border.
Gorgeous.
Although sometimes it is harder to kind of get that white edge and keep it even than it is to just go straight
I
up
know.
to the edge.
At least like when you do go to the edge, you have a line to work
Yeah,
with.
you have something to work to.
Sometimes though with a white edge, I always go kind of a little bit bigger than I had in mind and then just trim down little bits that I've gone over with.
Yeah. And then around the edge of here. And then obviously it just gives us a little bit of movement with our hedgehog as well. We don't have to be too precise around those prickles. And then I'm sorry, I am going to have to get this bit.
Yeah, me too.
I know, I'm just...
Yeah.
It'll bother me all afternoon if I leave it.
Yeah, you are super, super brave. Viv Williams says this is where I would cut straight through the balloon string. I know. Me too, but Anne-Marie's a pro.
Practice, it's all it takes. Yeah, what really happens is I'm over there die cutting everything with a craft knife. We don't even have any machines really.
I know, right? It's magical.
There we go. So just push that out really carefully. So we have that image, and then we can kind of, oh no, I've stamped him on my smaller piece. That wasn't meant to happen, but that's fine, because what we'll do is we will work this to our advantage. Let's get our trimmer. Just trim this to 1 inch, that way. Grab our scoreboard. Oh gosh, sorry. I don't know why I have so little space today. I don't know what's going on. I'm just...
There's loads going on today's show. I feel like I've taken over every shelf and surface.
So we'll score a 0.5 and a 1, and then 5.5. So that'll give us like a little tab to go around the back of this, but it will also give us a little 0.5 inch kind of depth. So let's fold this around, stick this onto here, like this, and like this. So that gives us like a little bit of a, and then we can just pop him on there.
Oh, I love that.
He's a little bit taller than our tap, but it's fine. I'm fine with it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Oh, it's so
Let's
cute.
move. And honestly, you're not gonna be able to see it for all this stuff. I need to move some stuff. But look at him. He's so cute.
Oh, he's gorgeous.
He's so cute.
Absolutely adorable.
Look at his balloons.
And a fantastic masterclass into our prism craft markers today. It really has been so fun just watching you just get lost in colouring. You really can do though. It is wonderful.
You can, definitely.
Okay, we are going to say goodbye. Oh yes, TV schedule. Did you catch Pauline this morning? She is back at 1 p.m. with our gorgeously charming Home Sweet Home concept card collection. Really bit of something different that. And then at 4 p.m. she's bringing us that incredible crazy craft collection. We just can't get enough of that. We're just making everything from craft card now. We love it.
Yeah.
Next up on Hunky Dory TV, myself and Kat tomorrow will be launching that Home Sweet Home kit, so do not miss out on that. We're going to have all our Friday fun as well with the Win It Weekly and Spin the Wheel. So do join us tomorrow. Have a lovely rest of your Thursday. you.